I am Will Mack. This is Willpower Fishing. This video is part 2 of Brett and I's trip to the Adirondack Mountains, specifically the St. Regis Canoe Area. This is the second half of day 2 and the entire day 3 of our fishing trip. Enjoy. It has been an absolutely amazing fishing trip so far. We hammered them last night, hammered them this morning. We've really put together a lot on this lake. Fishing a lot of down trees, and not necessarily the tree itself, but right off. There's a lot of steep drop-offs, especially from the banks that go down into 16 or 18 feet of water, and we've caught both smallmouth and largemouth fishing in that deeper water off those steep banks, off those down trees. We have a lot of confidence here tonight, and I think we're gonna turn that into more fish in the boat. Bang. So this whole bank is a bunch of down timber that fall really steeply into about 18 to 20 feet, and this is where we've caught the majority of our bass. And what we've been doing is starting out by throwing flippin jigs into the timber and working it on the way out, and then followed up with a drop shot to get some of those deeper fish. Let's see if that still works. This is a good one. Yeah, buddy.
The money tree.
It is the money tree. Oh man. This feels like my best bass of the trip. Oh, it's a hog B-dub. Oh man, bang, flippin' bang. Oh, it's a hog B-dub. Holy mackerel, this is what we came out here for, baby. Whoa, this is every bit of 4 pounds. I don't know. Brett just offered to put her on the scale for me, and I think I'm gonna take him up on it. Wow. But that same strategy that I was talking about, fishing into the cover and then gradually pulling the jig or the drop shot deeper until bang, you get smashed. Look at the mouth on her, baby. Whoa, she won on my jig. Hey, well, Brett just crushed my dreams. I swore this was a 4 pound fish. It turns out this is a little bit over 3, but man, what a beautiful fish, and exactly what we came out here to catch. Oh, mwah, just a beautiful fish. Let's let this one go. Man, we found a loaded ass bank, man. Brett's over there catching smallmouth on the trees. Golly, this is my second real nice largie here today. Oh. Bang, bang. You know when the bite is on, there is nothing like jig fishing. You hear that dunk dunk, load up and just let her have it. Oh, let's let this one go. Well, this is making my spidey sense go off right here. This is exactly what we've been just hammering bass on here today. On a 3/8 ounce jig, tipped with a Rage chunk. Oh, there she blows. Yep. And then the struggle is getting up out of that thick stuff. Oh, yep. Nope. Got him. And once again, this bass off a tree just absolutely inhaled that jig. There's nothing like going to a place where you can put together a pattern, find what works, and then just duplicate that. Bang, bang. Golly. Mwah. Let's let her go. Yeah. I got to this little river opening and I thought that it looked like a great place for a swim bait. Boom. And boy, was I right. Oh man, it's a good bass. Oh, she's trying to take me. It's such a challenge. Oh man. Got him. So all day, Brett and I have been fighting the urge to throw other lures because those flipping jigs have just been working so much. But I got to an area and I said, man, I think a swim bait would do it here. My goodness gracious. What a beautiful fish, dark, healthy fish. And a lot of the ones we've been catching have been skinny, which is par for the course. You know, it's late summer, and but this one has a little meat on him. Bang, bang. Let's get her back. What a beautiful fish. Like, they're all gorgeous. But man, just something to be admired. What a great day. We caught some nice fish. We caught a lot of fish. Jig fishing is so much fun. It's one of my favorite lures to throw. Tomorrow's gonna be really interesting because when we checked the forecast when we left, it is supposed to rain all day tomorrow, which is gonna add a factor into what we do and how we go about catching fish. So today was awesome. I'm looking even more forward to tomorrow. It is the morning of the third day on our Adirondacks fishing trip. Brett's getting ready right now. He's tying up. What you tying up, Brett?
New Nico rig.
New Nico rig. That sounds like a fish catcher. I wanted to show you the campsite, man. It's pretty dope. From our launch point, we stay up on a hill, so we do have to walk up a little bit of a trail, and then it opens up to our beautiful campsite. At night, when we got a fire going, we look up through these trees, and the stars that you see out here is just absolutely amazing. I'll show you the tent first. This is an 8-man tent, so there is plenty of room for Brett and myself. This is my half right here. Got my gear bags, all my clothes. This is my utility rack. I've got paracord in here, my fish gloves. I keep deodorant in there, personal items, bug spray, stuff like that. This is obviously my sleeping bag. Under my sleeping bag is an air mattress. Kind of keeps the tree roots off. Makes it a little bit more comfortable. Charging station for my phone and my GoPro. Tons and tons of snacks. Got that Turk, a little bit of vodka for around the fire. This is Brett's side. He's got that big ass Bowie knife. I don't know what he thinks he's gonna do with that. There's his gear bag. These are our camp chairs. I can't tell you how important those are, how nice it is to just be nice and comfortable by the fire or if you're cooking. Here's our cooking station. We have our camp stove right here, extra fuel tank, all the utensils that we need to make our delicious meals. Fire poker. This is our cutting area. This is where we cut all our wood for the fire. I keep all my fire starting stuff in here. And then we put out a tarp, stretched amongst 4 trees, just in case it rains. And then here's where we keep all our wood. We got kindling right here, big logs right here. There's my gear bag. I cannot overstate the importance of staying organized. When you're camping, it is really easy, just like when you're at home. It's really easy for things to get messy and unorganized, but especially out here because you want to be efficient and you want to be safe. So the more organized you are, the safer and more fun your camping experience will be. I think it's about time to go catch some fish. There he goes, B-Dub. Here he goes off to his old antics, catching 4-pounders on that chatterbait. Oh man, I needed this fish so bad. Brett has put a bunch of fish in the boat, and up until this one, I hadn't got anything. This gets the monkey off the back. Skunk is gone. I needed this one. It is getting a little bit, it's spitting a little bit, so I think the rain is something we might have to deal with going on today. But man, it feels good to get one in the boat, baby. Ah, bang. Let's get her back. One of my favorite things about fishing is exploring the unknown and going to brand new bodies of water where you've never been before, especially on trips like this, because you never know if or when you'll get another opportunity to come back. Made it to the end of the portage. Got the yak set up. Oh. Looks like fish catching water to me. Oh, yep. Oh yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Oh man. Boom, boom. Beautiful fish. Chunky fish this one's been eating. Portage was a little rough, but man, was it worth it. Oh, just a beauty. Probably a 2.5 pound fish. Man, so thankful we got out here. What a beauty. Let's get her back in the water. Mwah. Got him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Boom, got him. As you can see, it's starting to rain a little bit, but that's all right, because sometimes the fishing just gets better. I really don't see how it could get much better than this, but man, they're still biting, baby. Mwah. Let's let her go. Got a smallie? You got a few smallies over there? Got him. Boom. It's cloudy, a little bit rainy, a little bit windy. Honestly, exactly what you would think would be a great fishing day. But today these fish have made us earn it. Sometimes it's even better when you got to work for it. Let's let her go. he goes. Oh, there it goes. Got a nice largie on the drop shot. Bang, bang. Just throwing my jig in the trees, and I kept getting bites, and so I went in there with a little smaller bait, a drop shot rig, and boom, boom. Here's that guy. Just let him go. Tell you what, I haven't caught many smallies on this trip. So this one feels pretty rewarding. Ooh. Oh man, got him. Well, this one feels real good. Oh, I told Brett this morning that I wanted to catch a nice smallie, and it's taken me all day. But man, that drop shot is such an effective bait. I'm throwing it out here off a point, just dragging it in nice and slow, and boom, paid off, baby. Beautiful fish. Oh, let's get her back in the water. Well, Brett put me on a school of them. My sonar is dead. Oh. So he's basically telling me where to cast. Spit up some perch. For only being about 1.5 pounds, this fish put up a fight. I mean, my light rod was screaming. Oh, these brown fish are amazing. Let's get this beauty back in the water. Oh. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. Holy mackerel, this one is putting up a fight. Oh yeah, it's a good one. My best smallie of the trip. Come on, baby. Bang, got him. Well, Brett just told me that this is one of his best fishing experiences. And I would have to agree. He is putting us on a school of smallies, and these things are fighting like crazy. I've actually caught 3-pound smallmouth that don't fight as hard as some of these, and they are gorgeous. Look at those stripes on her. Oh, these smallies are actually schooling up down here in about 8 feet that drops off into about 18 feet, and they're feeding on schools of perch fry, small perch. So I think Brett just caught another one. We better get this thing back. Mwah. These drag rippers are crazy. Boom. Got him. Man, we are absolutely hammering, and this is so much fun. And here's what we're getting them on, is these Berkley Max scents infused with a water-based scent. And let me tell you what, these smallmouth hammer. Let's let her go. Brett and I fished for 10.5 hours today. And there were times where we didn't catch a lot of fish. As a matter of fact, there were some times where it got kind of tough. But we stayed out, we stayed with it, and it paid off at the end of the night because we found a whole school of smallies, and I don't know how many we caught, but we had an absolute blast, man. That just goes to show you, baby. Chuck and wind. What a trip. We caught a ton of fish, mainly on a drop shot rig and a flipping jig. Now, there's a lot of information out there on drop shot rig fishing, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time talking about this. I will talk a little bit more about the specific baits that we used. This is the Berkley Max Scent Flatworm. This is the green pumpkin. This is the brownback. These are the colors that I caught all those fish on. They do come in two sizes. These are the 3.6 inch. It's just what I prefer. As far as jig fishing goes, it is one of my favorite ways, if not my #1 favorite way to catch bass. There's no hook set like it. You feel the bass on the end of your rod and then you just let into the fish. Here is one tip that I wish someone had shared with me when I began jig fishing. The flipping jig is designed to be thrown into places with heavy cover. That might mean big rocks, that might be down trees. What you have to do is fight the urge to tell yourself that you're hung up when you're not. Matter of fact, when you pull that jig up to a log, don't yank it over. That's when you set a hook into a log or pull it into the nook of the tree, and then you have to go get your bait out. When you pull it up, if you feel some resistance, what you want to do is barely move the rod tip until the jig comes over the log and then falls down quite naturally. That's a lot of times when you'll get that strike, is when it's falling over the rock or falling over the log. Do not set your jig unnecessarily into a tree or into a rock crevice. You'll lose a lot of jigs. Trust me, I've done it. As a matter of fact, every great fisherman has. But the more experienced you are, the more patient and finessey you are with that jig, the fewer jigs you'll lose and the more fish you'll catch. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got something out of it. So smash like, and as always, find a down tree, tie on a jig, and bah! Chuck and wind, baby. Peace.